So you can see now the front of my leg. So this point is probably the point that I use the most in my acupuncture clinic. I definitely use it every single day on numerous people because it does so many really great things. So in the acupuncture books, when you look up the functions of all the different points, often you'll find that there's maybe half a page or a page of functions for each of the points. But for this one, there's about 5 pages. So it's really, really helpful for many different situations. And this point is called Zusanli. So Zusanli is known as the commander of digestion. So really, really brilliant for digestive issues. Also superb for tonifying or building up the chi of the body, the energy of the body. It's the main point to tonify chi. It's one of the strongest points in the body. And for that reason, it's extremely good for anyone suffering from exhaustion and fatigue. It's a really great point for all kinds of digestion. It also helps to calm the mind. So good for brain fog and a lack of clarity of the mind, but very, very invigorating point. Good for gynecological problems of all kinds as well. So good kind of women's point. Brilliant for blood flow and circulation. So that's they're just a few of the functions of Zusanli and how it can help you, but there are many, many more. So that's just to give you an idea. But really, what you're thinking of is, with Zusanli, you're thinking of digestion and circulation and energy. And the way to find this point is, what you want to do is to find the crest of the tibia. So that's your shin bone here. So if you run your finger down the shin bone from the kneecap, the easiest way to find it is you run your finger down and you might find a little kind of dip in the shin bone. So if you get to that little dip and then come 1 finger breadth over to the outside of your leg, if you come over there, you might find a little bit of a hollow, and if you press it, it's a bit tender. So that's just an easy, quick way to find it. And again, with this point, you can actually press this one quite hard because you're on the muscle. So you can go in, give it some really nice stimulation. So you can use your index finger, or you can use your thumb and hold on to the back of the calf if you feel you can get a little bit more pressure into it that way. And again, closing the eyes now and circling in one direction and then in the other. Abdominal breathing. So thinking as you're doing this of the function of Zusanli. So that function of giving you more energy, invigorating and improving the function of the digestive system. It's on the stomach channel. So really, really great point for digestion. And then change the direction. Okay, and sometimes with this, as you're stimulating the point, you can even use a kind of more of a downwards direction of stimulation, of massage, because what you find often as a sensation from this is that everything is flowing down the leg, almost like a cramp running down the outside of the leg and ending up in the ankle. And definitely that's what people often experience in the acupuncture clinic when I needle this point. That really dull kind of heaviness running down the leg. So if you get that, then that shows that you're on the spot and it's working well for you. Okay, and then letting go for a moment. And again, bringing your mind back to your breathing and paying attention to how that point feels and maybe any sensation down the outside of the leg, down towards the ankle. So that's Zusanli on the stomach channel, the commander of digestion and the main point to tonify or invigorate your chi, your energy.